Okay, turn 4 for Cygnar definitely was fortunate in a lot of ways. Took care of that pesky Gorman DeWolf with Iris, who moved in and had to get in close because of his stealth, but she took care of him with her death bolt. Also, on the left side, I moved in my high shield gun corps. They ran to get into position. They went into shield. They're going into shield wall. The charger, which I'll talk about in a second, moved in supporting fire on the left. Very effective this turn. On the right, my chain gun crew was obscured by the spell that G-Dog cast, and Dan and Blythe and Bull was able to reach the Slayer, which was located right there in that missing spot in that formation. Hit him a couple times, but the real damage was done by the Charger, who laid in with his double shot and an extra attack from focus and obliterated what was left with some very good rolls, very lucky rolls to take out the Slayer. So at this point, G-Dog is down a heavy Warjack and Gorman and the Pistol Wraith, but I'm a little nervous because definitely he's moving in close to my army with some heavy hitters, and this red area of effect token represents covering fire. That template is covering fire from the chain gun, so that G-Dog doesn't have a direct line to me on his turn. So hopefully that will help. We'll see what happens in Cryx turn 4. Okay, Cryx turn 4. As you can see, the Cryx are not where they used to be in front of the Cygnar army, because G-Dog has decided on a full withdrawal, running everything back, trying to find a stronger position. And so Cygnar turn 5 is coming up, and we'll see how the game goes there. Okay, so we have Cygnar turn 5. I've chosen to pursue G-Dog's army. I've moved my chain gunners into the rocky outcropping. Moving up the center, I've got my battle group, and Dan and Blythe and Bull, and on my left flank, the Charger and the high shield gun corps have taken refuge behind this fallen tree. And so we'll see what G-Dog does during his turn. Cryx turn 5 coming right up. Okay, Cryx turn 5. G-Dog has chosen to charge back into the fray and kind of take his chances in an all-out rush given his early losses. So we're going to see what happens in my turn, Cygnar turn coming up, and we'll see how I do. Okay, Cygnar, turn 6 did not start out so well because my trenchers and Bull whiffed on his harrower, on G-Dog's harrower there. So that was making me a little worried. Fortunately, in the middle in melee, the Ironclad, with a little help from some ranged attacks, finished off the Cankerworm. Bonejack here, I chipped him up with my Lancer. Was really hoping to take him out. Didn't work out though. He's still healthy. About half alive, you could say. And over here, the Charger whiffed on Lich Lord Asphyxius, which I was hoping he'd do some serious damage. He didn't, so a lot of missing by me this turn. But the Hammerfall High Shield Gun Corps, with their combined ranged attack, took Lich Lord down about half of his health. So overall, a successful turn, although a lot of missing on some of his key units with my ranged units, and I hope that doesn't come back to bite me in Cryx turn 6. We'll see in just a second. Okay, this was Cryx turn 6. We're looking at the end of it. G-Dog battled back and really surprised me with how much damage he did in one turn in a couple of tricky ways. First thing he did is he ran his Scrap Thrall into the middle of a formation of my figures, including Bull and Dan and Blythe and Kara Sloan and Iris, and he also casted Breath of Corruption 2 times with Lich Lord Asphyxius, and even before that he ran his Bonejack in and chomped a little bit at Kara Sloan. The Bonejack successfully disengaged from my Lancer and escaped the free strike pretty successfully, but did bite into Kara pretty well. But the big problem was when when G-Dog casted Breath of Corruption, it definitely did some damage, killed Dan and Blythe, killed Iris, and then it exploded his scrap throw, which he'd run in the middle of my figures, which did a little extra damage to Kara Sloan. So definitely messing up the middle of my formation. So coming up on Cygnar turn 7, I'm going to go all out and hope that I have enough firepower to finish off Lich Lord Asphyxius, because the closer G-Dog engages with his powerful units, the tougher this battle is getting for me quickly. So the tide's turning. I need to see if I can get things back in my favor. Okay, at the end of Cygnar turn 7, which is the final turn of the game, I was able to destroy his Warcaster, Lich Lord Asphyxius. Basically, I moved some things around into melee to take care of his remaining jacks, but I started my turn with the combined ranged attack of the High Shield Gun Corps, and that significant advantage allowed them to take Lich Lord Asphyxius down to 2 points of health, because I beat up on him in the turn before, and then the Charger, with some boost from focus, was able to pretty easily finish off those last 2 health points firing at range, and so that was the end. So it was a really good game. I did have a close call when G-Dog moved in his caster within spell range of my caster and moved in his Harrower, which ignores line of sight within range of my units. So I'll have to be careful. I always, I felt like I had Kara Sloan in the background and a safe distance for most of the game, but when an enemy closes with you, between their movement and the range of their spells and attacks, especially the units that ignore line of sight, it can get pretty scary pretty fast. So great game, and G-Dog put up a really good fight, and it actually ended up being closer than I thought it would be towards the end as far as the threat to Kara Sloan, who in the end only had 3 points of health left. So a close call, but a great game. So this is Garrison signing off. Happy wargaming, everybody.